Hey guys, it's Chris, and today we are going to be doing a slightly different take on our woke reacts because I am very outspokenly anti-woke. We are going to be reacting to a video Matt Walsh did. Matt Walsh reacts to What is a Woman TikToks. And this is a very big thing. I haven't seen this documentary, but I've watched a lot of his conventions and speeches. I'm a big Matt Walsh fan. And I've watched a lot of videos where people stumble all over themselves to answer what is a woman. It's very simple. XX chromosome, biological female at a cellular genetic level, adult human female. That's the end of it. That's all there is to it. So, I'm sorry if you're woke or you don't believe in that. I'm not anti-trans. I'm not anti-gay. Technically, I'm part of the LGBT community. I'm just anti-woke. And I just thought this would be a nice change of pace from doing purely just the woke TikTok compilations, because we can see what Matt has to say as well. So, he is sped up just a little bit, and let's get into it. I will make it a big screen here, and I will link his full video down below. And this video is on the Matt Walsh YouTube channel, not the Daily Wire. I don't know if you can find it there, but I will link the full video down below. And I love Matt's mannerisms. I love the full beard. I love the look. I do think he's a good-looking guy, but I do like what he says, too.
What is a woman?
And I like how he doesn't back down to any of these people. Him, Brett Cooper, Candace Owen, they're all great.
Well, can you tell me what a woman is? No, I can't.
And I am a fairly open-minded individual. That's the craziest thing. So for me to be against this stuff, these people have to go kind of crazy.
You know, it's a combination of your physical attributes and then what you're showing to the world and the gender clues that you give.
Look at his face. He's just like, what?
So it looks like we've got a bunch of people on TikTok giving their own attempts at defining the word woman. I've yet to hear a good definition from anybody on the left. I'm always ears wide open for anyone who wants to give it a try. So let's just start at the top with clip one.
Can we talk about the definition of woman for a second, please? Because I'm really tired of people saying that, oh, libs can't even define the word woman.
They can't. They make up all these stupid definitions and excuses. It's very simple. What I said in the beginning. That's what it is. That's all it is. That's all we are. And that's the end of it. But no, they have to conflate it to all this other crap.
Well, first of all, I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. So let me tell you what the definition of woman is. There isn't one.
What an absolute dumbass. Okay.
This again.
Yes, Francine, this again.
Gender is a social construct.
No, it isn't. The gender is a biological construct. You are one or the other. There are two distinct genders, and each one plays a distinct role in their environment, in their community, in their family, in society, and each of them are capable of gender-specific and unique things.
As such, the definition of woman, which is a gender, will change depending on where and who you are.
No.
The definition
And
for
to me, I'm sorry, gender and sex is one and the same thing.
gender overall will be different across countries. Biologically speaking, it doesn't even make
See, I
sense.
couldn't be in a room with a woman like this because I'd just want to smack her. I'd have to walk out.
Try and define woman through biology because not all females are the same. Example number one, some can't have kids. Everyone who says that motherhood is what makes you a woman is literally just invalid.
No, but all women have the XX chromosome. If they cannot have a child, it's because there is some physical abnormality. If everything was normal, she would be able to, in fact, have children. That doesn't make her a man. That doesn't, because some women can't have children and men don't have children, does not mean that women and men are interchangeable. Women cannot impregnate men, just like men cannot have children.
Validating every woman who either can't have kids or doesn't want to have kids. The same applies to sexual organs and genitalia.
Okay.
My God has forsaken me.
So let's start with, there isn't a definition for woman. Well, to begin with, then, stop using the word. You cannot use a word if it doesn't have a definition. If by your own telling it has no definition, then what are you doing using it? So just as a comparison sake, if I were to tell you this, hey, I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a zipper dude. I saw a zipper dude when I was walking down the street. Can you believe it? I saw this really big zipper dude. And then you said, what's that? What is a zipper dude? What is that? And I said, oh, it doesn't have, it's not anything. It doesn't have a definition. You see the problem here? How can I possibly be talking about a thing that has no meaning and no definition? It becomes incoherent babble.
Please, no gibberish tonight, please. I beg you.
Sorry, Daddy.
So, if that is what you actually believe, then you are not allowed to use the word anymore. You can't talk about
This editing is funny.
women's rights. You can't talk about women's equality. You can't talk about the alleged women gender pay gap. You can't call yourself a woman. What is the definition of a nonsense word? Well, that would be a word that has no meaning. And then from there we get the standard, which we've addressed, at length. But the old
Well, there's some women who can't get pregnant. You see?
checkmate.
Checkmate.
A woman is a female. A female, that is the sex that is supposed to be able to bear offspring.
Yes, they are supposed to be able to. Just because there is some sort of physical problem preventing her from having a kid, if everything was as it is supposed to be, she would in fact be able to. Now, if she chooses not to, that is her own right. It's her own body. You have a right to. But she's still, in fact, a woman. That doesn't make her a man. That doesn't make her a they, a them, an it, a both, a neither.
Can be disease. There can be genetic abnormalities. There can be mutations. There can be injury. There can be sickness. There can be old age, which would all preclude those things. But that is still a capability that this category of person is supposed to be able to have. Let's continue.
This question isn't the gotcha that they think it is. It's like asking, oh, can you define Europe?
And the question is, can you tell me the difference between a man and a woman? And she's answering with, that's just like, can you define Europe? Or can you describe Europe? Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of different ways you could describe Europe.
And having a knee-jerk reaction being like, hi, you can't define Europe. Don't you know Germany's
You absolutely could describe Europe.
in Europe? Of course Germany is in Europe, but what about Greenland? What about Russia? What about Turkey? What's difficult is about defining the boundaries, not the ones that are right in the middle. And turns out TERFs can't properly define the boundaries
This one here is really, really reaching.
either.
So this is actually not an attempt to answer the question. There's and most of the attempts to answer the question are attempts, obviously, to evade the question. But
Yeah, I was going to say, she's avoiding the question altogether by trying to veer you off into another direction of thinking.
which is exactly what this is. And by drawing a totally incoherent comparison, not everything is
A stupid one, actually.
the same. Not everything is comparable.
Tomato, what's the difference?
Woman is a biological category. A continent is not. Even a country is not. We could reduce it down and just talk about a country. These are not biological categories, and so they aren't comparable. You actually can define Europe. I mean, it does have definable boundaries.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was like a horrible example because you can define Europe, you can describe it, you can identify it. Yeah. Same with Russia and all these other places she named. Yeah.
But even if you can't, or even if you go, well, it changes over time and all this. Okay, that actually is a human construct. You see, that's the difference.
Well, that's your opinion, and it's her opinion, but it's not my opinion.
It's something that people come up with, and then we draw the boundaries, and we define.
Country borders and county lines and stuff like that. That's all man-made. Gender is inherently just a physiological, scientific fact of life.
Woman is not a human construct. We did not invent the reality of females. We came up with names for these things, but we didn't come up with the concept.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I don't know how else to explain it. Hopefully that was clear enough. Nothing is clear to these people. In the not too distant past, private citizens used to be largely that, if you can imagine. Private. What's changed? Well,
Okay, we're going to skip past
makes it more.
his
or today when someone in a
we
chair
skipped past
in
his
a way when mental misunderstanding of how
Go
language
watch the full
that
video.
some
Matt's
women
hilarious.
and Twitter, or even in meetings with
VPN.com/WalshYT. You get 3 extra months free. That's EXPRESSVPN.com/WalshYT.
what you'll frequently see from transphobic people on platforms such as Twitter, or even in meetings with politicians, is that they start yelling, define women. And this has become a kind of mantra for the transphobic movement, the concept that for some reason trans-inclusive people can't define.
Just because I don't agree that a trans woman is the same as a biological woman does not mean I'm anti-trans. does not mean I'm transphobic. Being fully transphobic would mean I don't support or agree with any trans people. I do believe there are people who are truly transgender, who have legitimate diagnosable gender dysphoria. People like Buck Angel, Blair White, Marcus from The Offensive Tranny. There's a lot of legitimate transgender people out there. But all these other people, these transgender, they're a joke. And they're making true trans people look bad because people lump them in with all these loon bags who want more. You give an inch, they want a mile. You can't please them. It's nothing you do, nothing you say is ever enough.
Women. But it's rooted in a fundamental misunderstanding of how language works.
And they're trying to erase women, biological women. And I don't like that. As a biological woman, that offends me. It upsets me. And I can't stand it.
How we define people. And you see this pretty clearly when you see people like Graham Lynham fail to define a chair in a way that he ends up including a horse in a description of the chair. Or today, when someone responded to a transphobe demanding they define women, and they responded with someone who bears or has the capability to bear eggs, and someone simply responded,
yeah, that's pretty much it. XX chromosome, adult, biological, genetically adult, human female. It's a woman.
To them with a photo of a man holding a tray of eggs.
Turn this off. Right?
He's like, turn this off.
That's what we're doing now? Well, you can't say that women have the capability to bear eggs, because what about men who can hold chicken eggs? Really? You think that is a gotcha? You think, really? The word literally means to produce. And so the member of the human species who can produce eggs, that would be the female.
Well, a man can buy eggs at the grocery store, so that means...
And then we get this thing about the chair. You hear this a lot from the trans activists. First of all, again, a chair is actually a human, it is literally a human construct.
It is a human construct, but it's also a very easily definable one. It is a piece of furniture made out of something like wood, metal, plastic, fabric, a combination that one sits on. It's definable, even though that is a human-made construct. But gender, male, female, man, woman, we've come up with the names for these things, but the genders just exist. They just are. They are what they are, and they cannot be changed.
Something that humans construct and something that we make. And so it does not belong in the same category of existence as biological entities. Okay, we'll do one more.
Conflating women with chairs.
I don't even know why we're doing this.
Nobody can,
And this one, God, this woman who sounds like she smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day, unfiltered ones at that, is answering a question that says, it bothers me that no one can define what a woman is. Can you please? I said it already a dozen times in this video. I'm not going to say it again. See, these type of things really get me riled up really quickly. And I'm glad this is a short one.
Define what a woman is. You define it.
Oh, I'm good at this. Let me help. Women are strength.
First of all, this woman is going to have trouble defining anything if she keeps sticking her finger in light sockets every day to do her hair. I shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't be knocking on her style, but that's what it looks like. Let's hear what she says.
Women are power. Women are thoughtfulness, kindness, understanding.
Never mind.
No, yes, never mind. And you know what? That's true to a point, but that's not inherently true, because some women are selfish and greedy and mean and rude and straight up bitches, and they're not thoughtful and kind, and they don't care about anybody or anything. Just like there's men like that. So that is not a good way to describe what a woman in fact is. Again, she's trying to blur the lines. Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not good at this. You're not good at this. Women, there it is. That's the definition. Women are strength and power.
I am all powerful!
There it is. Debunked. All right. So I guess we've established what we knew to begin with, that they can't define the term, but it was a fun job.
It's funny because when Matt reacts to this stuff, he looks like he's in physical pain. He looks like you can see his brain cells waving the white flag of defeat when he when he reads these things and watches them. It's so true. Anyways, this was just a short one. Let me know what you guys think. I just don't like how they're trying to erase what a woman is. I feel very special and blessed for having had the ability to bring my son into the world and give birth, carry him in my stomach, breastfeed him and nurture him in a maternal way. That's something that they want to change. They want to say birthing person, chest feeding, all this and that. Men can do this. No, they can't. They're taking away what is special about women. Just like I said, men are special in the sense that they are the only beings that can impregnate a woman. It takes literally one of each, a component of each, to be able to in fact create another human life. And I think that we need to keep those aspects to each gender special and unique to each one. So I'm just very passionate about that. My son was a blessing. We didn't think that we could ever have him, and then the pregnancy was a little tough, so I'm very grateful that we had him, that he was healthy, that he was born at term enough to be okay. And I just don't like what the left is trying to do with getting rid of women and women's spaces and all this and that. But yeah, it's just a little one. Let me know what you like and what you think in the comments. If you want to leave something for the algorithm, leave a picture of a pair of glasses or a beard, since we're watching Matt Walsh and he's got amazing beard and cool glasses, and I am a big fan of his. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.